YouTube? Been a minute since I've been up on this jump, man. As far as making a video, I've had a lot going on. First of all, as you can see, it's just me. That's part of what I mean by a lot going on. But I'm pumped up right now, man. You know, when I used to play football in high school, man, one chant we used to say is, "I'm fired up, are you fired up?" Yeah! Yeah! Well, I'm fired up right now, man. I'm real fired up. Basically, I guess the first thing would be my guy. A lot of people are having a hard time hiring people. Well, it was different for me. My guy had been with me for a long time and might still be doing some work with me. I moved into part-time this year because I was changing a few things up. And just to be honest with you, to be completely 110%, with inflation, man, I had to cut a lot of costs, and unfortunately labor was on that. And you know, he's a good dude, man, young dude, man. I want him to do his best for him. So this whole time I've been telling him, hey, if you find something else, just let me know. So he found something else, and I was already debating on next year going, you know, possibly going full-time by myself. But basically all this did was change it up to where I gotta do it earlier, the full-time thing. So as of this week, not only did my kids start school, which means, as you know from previous videos, my schedule changes from 7 to 7:30 a.m. starts to 8 a.m. or 8:30 starts, or like today is 9:06, and I'm just starting my day off. Got a couple top dressing jobs to go do, a couple customer service jobs to do. But basically, what happens is I change to one person, which is just myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out the bag. I said a couple videos ago, I have some changes coming. There's a couple changes that I'm not gonna sit here and reveal. You guys are just gonna have to wait and see on those. But one of the big changes is me being by myself. Basically, I have about 80 properties that we service, and I want to say about, I don't know, maybe 74 of those is residential, maybe 72, I can't remember, and I think I got like 6 to 8 commercials. I honestly can't remember offhand, so that's a lot of properties for one person to do. The plan was next year, I'm not really going to call it downsizing, but I was going to make the routes more manageable for just me to take care of, and I was just going to go with high-end residential, which I already have. But basically, the ones that are like bi-weekly, you know, weed lawns, people who don't give a crap about their lawns, I was basically going to get rid of those properties. And people who have like hills, like steep hills, where over the years I had to keep one walk behind on the trailer just to do their yard, or I got to keep a 21 on my trailer just to do their yards. Those specific properties will be properties that I will be looking to get rid of, which goes back to my trimming the fat video. Trimming the fat also goes with clients, goes for clients as well. I'm going to more so be doing high-end residential and commercial. So the commercials I have now, I can see me keeping every last one of them. I don't have a problem with either one of them. We have them tailored to the way we service them. Are they a lot to do by myself? Yes, they are, especially one shopping center that we do. And then you got a huge HOA that we do, our biggest client, that one. That in the shopping center together, that's probably 4 hours out of my day with just me. That's if I'm doing the big field that you've seen in videos at the shopping center as well in the same day. But they're manageable, and I'm gonna, you know, utilize the regulator a lot more when it comes to out there, out to either one of those sites. I have another HOA down the road That's not too bad for me to do. I have a pet salon. That's not too bad for me to do. I have a condominium. That's not bad. I don't know. I have a couple more. I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. I just kind of have a lot on my mind right now. And a lot I'm trying to save right here, and a lot I'm trying not to say because I don't want to reveal everything, let the cat out the bag on everything that I'm doing right now. But basically, next year I'm planning to manage that to where, like, see, Mondays have always been a maximized route. I'm going to kind of probably lower that down. We've always done anywhere from 20 to 35 lawns on Mondays, and that's for 2 men. Now, right now, I'm still maintaining about 21, 22 by myself on a Monday. I'm about to knock that down a couple, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do 15 to 17 on a Monday. I have my trailer set up to where that's not really hard for me to do. And my route density's not bad either. So if I do it like that, and I do maybe another, my commercials, I continue to do them on Tuesdays, I'm probably looking at, I'll probably knock out about 12 on a Tuesday, and that's with all my commercials on there. And then, on Wednesday, I'll probably add in another, 14 to 15, maybe another 14 to 15 on Thursdays. So, obviously I wasn't doing the math there, but I'm trying to get close to 60 probably, and right now I'm around 80. So I'll probably be close to 60, might be a little less, but some people will go, man, you're taking money out your pocket, but I'm not. That's the kicker. The reason why I'm going with my high-end clients is because we do all the services for them when we go out to their properties. So I'm going to be changing that up to where I'm making more with less, and I kind of been experimenting with this the last couple of years. So if I'm doing all the services, the lawn care, the mowing, weekly mowing and that, it's not going to be too bad at all. And that's weekly mowing during the growing seasons. So I'm going to be implementing that in the next couple months. I'll be sending letters out to my hand-selected clients. So this is something I'm working on now. There's just no better time to plan for next year than right now. So I'm doing that, getting that set up, and a lot of people go like, well, why would you go by yourself? I listen to a lot of podcasts. This year I have no music in my ears. So I go down that rabbit hole to say, one podcast I listen to is Jeremiah Jennings, I believe it's Growing Green podcast. He always asks, what is your why at the end of his podcast? And, I think about that question, and my why is my wife and kids. That is my main why. Our kids are young, we have a 12-year-old and we have an 8-year-old. I don't want to be the guy who works himself to death and never has time to do anything with his family. And as of right now, I've always been the guy to make the time to do whatever. I want to do to where I'm not sitting here going like, man, how do I reschedule this, that, and the third to do this? It's like now I'm starting at 9 o'clock because, my little girl wanted me to walk her up to the school. I'm happy to do that, which is another reason why I don't mind going by myself. Because when you have someone working with you, it's not really fair to them to be doing all these other, for me, I may want to pick up, my kids from school, drop them off, but what incentive does, your employee have for that? So, in my case, I'm trying to make this scheduling more, flexible to where we're making our worth, and at the same time, we're maintaining, able to take care of all bills, of course. And part of me redoing this is putting myself as foreman when I'm out here, paying myself as a foreman, obviously cutting myself a check as a foreman to where I know what the hours are for a foreman. When I hire a foreman, I know exactly what I'm paying them and everything else. And then like whenever I go as an admin, like do back end work, I'm gonna, you know, clock myself in as an admin, so I know how much work an admin does. So if my wife wants to do the, you know, if she wants to do the job again next year, even though right now she does a lot of office management, manager stuff for me, she is the office manager. I know exactly how many hours, you know, and as a mechanic, same thing. So this is how I'm changing my company. So that way, as I grow in the future and I hire out these positions, I already know the hours. I already know how much roughly I need to pay for that. But I say all that to say, you know, my family is number one for me. So this ought to free up a lot more time for me to have time with the family. And then if you're cutting these clients weekly, once it gets real dry in the summer, which it always happens, you get that dry week where you got to skip a lot of people. I can skip my whole list and be like, hey, you know, not going to be out this week and let the grass grow, you know, do some good pretty much. And then that's a whole week where I'm not cutting any properties. That's a whole week we can go off and take a vacation somewhere. So that is where my thoughts are right now. Is just streamlining, making a lot of changes with the business. There's a lot of changes coming. I have a lot of stuff. That I'm actually about to have a few things for sale. You'll see that in another video, and you'll see why in another video, and what I have cooking, because I have a few things cooking, man, for changes in the future. But yeah, that's a little update, man, on this company. I know there's a lot there, but I have a lot more I'm not revealing right now. I'm actually pretty pumped up about it. Most people wouldn't be, but I'm fired up. You fired up? Yeah! Yeah. I got some compost to go spread today. Most people don't get too fired up about that because I'm gonna be wheelbarrowing the property. It's just easier because it's just me, so it's kind of difficult for me to go dump that and then go pick up the tractor and then go spread it that way. Even though it's easier with the tractor, it's more complicated to do all that running, and on top of that, I might not use all the compost, so I just wheelbarrow it, deal with it, and keep moving. Alright, y'all take it easy. Peace!